If you're in the market for a luxury SUV that prioritizes safety without sacrificing Scandinavian style, you probably narrowed it down to two exceptional Volvos. The XC90 and XC60 dominate their respective segments, but choosing between them isn't as simple as picking the bigger option. Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about these two Swedish icons to help you make the right decision for your lifestyle and budget. Let's start with a fundamental question. What exactly separates these two vehicles? The XC90 is Volvo's flagship three-row luxury SUV, designed for families who need that third row but refuse to compromise on premium features. The XC60, on the other hand, sits in the compact luxury SUV segment as a two-row vehicle that's become one of Volvo's best-selling models globally. Both share Volvo's core DNA of safety, minimalist design, and advanced technology, but they serve distinctly different purposes. Understanding these differences goes far beyond just counting seats. Now let's talk about size and space, because this is where the first major decision point emerges. The XC90 stretches to 194 inches in length with a wheelbase of nearly 118 inches, giving it the physical footprint to accommodate 7 passengers. That third row isn't just a token gesture either. Adults under 6 feet tall can actually sit back there for reasonable distances, though it's obviously best suited for children on longer trips. The XC60 measures about 184 inches long, making it roughly 10 inches shorter overall. This more compact dimension makes it significantly easier to maneuver in urban environments and squeeze into tight parking spaces. But here's what's interesting. The XC60's cargo capacity with all seats up actually rivals many larger SUVs at around 22 cubic feet. Fold those second-row seats down, and you're looking at nearly 64 cubic feet of storage. The XC90 offers about 16 cubic feet behind the third row, but that expands to approximately 86 cubic feet, with all rear seats folded. So if you regularly need to transport more than 5 people, the XC90 is your only choice. But if it's just you, a partner, and maybe 2 kids, the XC60's tighter dimensions might actually be an advantage in daily driving. Performance is where things get really interesting, because Volvo offers both SUVs with similar powertrain options, but they behave quite differently on the road. The base engine in both is a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder, producing 247 horsepower in B5 mild hybrid configuration. This setup includes a 48-volt hybrid system that provides a slight boost during acceleration and improves fuel efficiency. Both vehicles also offer the B6 mild hybrid with 295 horsepower and all-wheel drive as standard. Then there's a recharged plug-in hybrid variant available for each model, combining a turbocharged and supercharged 4-cylinder with an electric motor for a combined 455 horsepower in the XC90 and 455 horsepower in the XC60 as well. The real difference comes in how that power translates to driving dynamics. The XC60, being lighter by roughly 500 pounds, feels noticeably more agile and responsive. It changes direction with more confidence and delivers that sporty feel luxury SUV buyers increasingly expect. The XC90 prioritizes smooth, comfortable cruising over athletic handling. It's not slow by any means, but you feel the extra mass when pushing through corners. If you value engaging driving dynamics and don't need the third row, the XC60 delivers a more rewarding experience behind the wheel. Fuel economy follows predictable patterns based on size and weight. The XC60 B5 mild hybrid achieves approximately 23 miles per gallon city and 30 miles per gallon highway, while the heavier XC90 B5 returns around 21 city and 28 highway. Both recharged plug-in hybrids offer about 30 miles of electric-only range, which is sufficient for many daily commutes. The real value in the plug-in models comes from leveraging that electric range for short trips while having the gas engine for longer journeys. If you can charge regularly at home or work, the recharge variants dramatically reduce your fuel costs despite their higher upfront prices. Interior quality is where Volvo truly shines, and both vehicles showcase the brand's commitment to Scandinavian minimalism and premium materials. Step into either cabin and you're immediately greeted by clean lines, natural materials, and that signature vertical touchscreen infotainment system. The XC90's interior feels slightly more special, befitting its flagship status. You'll find available features like crystal gear shifter, premium Bowers Wilkins audio, and massaging front seats. The three-row layout necessitates a higher seating position that provides excellent visibility. The XC60 shares most of these premium touches, but in a slightly more intimate cabin. Some buyers actually prefer the XC60's cockpit because it feels more driver-focused without the stretched-out proportions of the larger SUV. Both offer exceptional build quality with soft-touch surfaces, genuine wood trim, and available Nappa leather that rivals anything from German competitors. The infotainment system powered by Google built-in is identical across both models, providing seamless integration with Google Maps, Google Assistant, and access to apps directly through the vehicle. This system represents a significant advantage over many competitors still using clunkier proprietary interfaces. Safety technology is non-negotiable for Volvo, and both SUVs come standard with an impressive suite of driver assistance features. We're talking automatic emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert as baseline equipment. Optional pilot assist provides semi-autonomous driving capability on well-marked highways, managing steering, acceleration, and braking up to 80 miles per hour. Both vehicles earn top safety ratings from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety and NHTSA. The XC90's larger size provides a psychological sense of security, especially for families, but the XC60's advanced crash structure and safety systems deliver essentially equivalent real-world protection. Volvo's commitment to safety means you're not sacrificing anything by choosing the smaller model from a collision protection standpoint. Pricing creates perhaps the most significant decision factor. The XC60 starts around $45,000 for the base B5 Plus trim, while the XC90 begins closer to $57,000. That $12,000 difference buys you that crucial third row and additional cargo flexibility. As you move up trim levels, both vehicles can easily exceed $70,000 when fully loaded with options. The Recharge plug-in hybrids command premiums of roughly $10,000 to $15,000 over equivalent gas-only models, but federal tax credits up to $7,500 can offset much of that difference. Here's the thing, though. You need to honestly assess whether you'll regularly use that third row. If you need 7-seat capability more than a few times per year, the XC90 is worth every penny. But if it's occasional use at best, you're essentially paying a significant premium for flexibility you rarely leverage. The XC60 delivers about 90 of the XC90 experience for considerably less money, and that value proposition is hard to ignore. Let's address some common scenarios to help crystallize your decision. If you have 3 or more kids, frequently carpool, or regularly transport elderly parents, the XC90 makes perfect sense. That third row transforms it from a vehicle that works to one that's genuinely practical for your daily life. If you're a couple with 1 or 2 children, or your kids are grown, and it's mostly just you and a partner, the XC60 provides everything you actually need without the compromises that come with a larger vehicle. Urban dwellers will appreciate the XC60's more manageable size in tight city streets and parking garages. Suburban families with garage space and longer commutes might prefer the XC90's additional room and commanding road presence. Both SUVs share Volvo's excellent warranty coverage with 4 years or 50,000 miles bumper-to-bumper and comprehensive connected services. Maintenance costs run similar between the two, though the XC90's additional complexity and larger brakes and tires push routine service costs slightly higher. Resale value remains strong for both models, with the XC60 holding its value marginally better due to higher demand in the used market. The verdict comes down to honest needs assessment. The XC90 is the right choice when you genuinely need 3 rows and value the flagship experience. It's Volvo's most accomplished vehicle, offering unmatched versatility for larger families. The XC60 makes more sense for buyers who want the Volvo experience in a more maneuverable, efficient, and affordable package. It delivers the brand's core strengths without asking you to manage a larger vehicle than necessary. Both represent excellent values in their segments, but only you can determine which size aligns with your actual lifestyle rather than theoretical needs. For more Volvo insights and expert analysis, Subscribe to Volvo Insights and visit volvoinsights.com.